this machine. First of all, there's dozens of them out there now in the field. Actually, we'll be working with it. You're going to start seeing guys using these as the season opens up. It's absolutely crazy thing. This technology now, they've been out for a little bit. I think they launched it at the huge convention last year, but I don't think anybody realized until the Panhandle event what this thing really was, where at that event, they actually sold 5 machines on the spot. And since then, they've sold several more. It's a pressure washer that can soft wash. It's an all-in-one soft wash pressure wash machine. So with the flip of a couple switches, within literally seconds, you can go from soft washing to pressure washing. Now, a lot of guys are going to say, well, I do that with my pressure washer now. No, this one is built to take the chemical right through the pumps. Ryan Cash here is going to introduce himself right now, and he's going to tell you how we got this machine out. And obviously, you can see here, got the Roof Tech rig below me, and then we've got the skid over there. Am I pointing the right way, Ryan?
You're doing good.
The Roof Tech skid is over there on the other side, and that's how small it is. That's why he wanted me to post those pictures up there. It's really a shame, and I know that marketing is going to watch this video and go, why did Ron Musgrave say that? They should have never named this thing the Roof Tech machine. They should have named it the all-in-one cleaning machine. Anyways, what do you guys call it, Ryan? What's the actual technical name at corporate? What do they call it?
Yeah, the technical name is XCS 500, so exterior cleaning system. And okay. So the idea is that, yeah, like you said, it's an all-in-one system. It's not just a roof machine. It's not just a siding or a pressure washer. It will do everything. And it's, yeah, literally the only machine on the market that you can upstream with, and that's designed to be upstream with, I guess I should say. And so you can run bleach, you can run chems, you can run everything through the pump. And as long as you just rinse it out at the end of every day, then it's going to last you years. And so, yeah, we really think it's going to change a lot. And we're seeing that, like you said, we've got lots of machines out in the field now, and lots more headed out the door soon. So it's, yeah, pretty excited.
And look at that. I got Pat Clark's guys in there from Sales Boost. I didn't even take those guys out. But there they are right there from Sales Boost, guys. Just intruded in on our video.
There you go.
Hey, guys, chime in and ask some questions. I'm going to be giving away some prizes. We're ready to rock and roll on prizes. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to give away any chemical. Anybody chimes in and asks a question, I'm going to possibly give you guys a gallon of some Roof Tech chemicals. Also, guess what? If you don't want the Roof Tech, you can just message me, tell me what you really want, and I'll get you that too. I've got about 800 gallons of chemicals to give away. I know that sounds crazy, but it's about 800 right now. And I'm behind because people keep giving me more, and I can't give it away fast enough. So help me out, ask a question, we'll get you your choice of chemical. Tell me about the we talked about this machine, and you're kind of illustrating there how easily that gets in the vehicle. Here, let's take the Roof Tech logo out of here so that we can maybe make that a little bit bigger so that they can kind of see the truck itself. I didn't make it much bigger, but okay. It helped a little bit. Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. It just fits in the back of that truck.
I've personally done an install, and 5 times. I've probably taken that machine out of that truck probably 5 or 6 times, and I can do it myself with a forklift in 15 minutes maybe. There's really no.
I know the answer. I know the answer to this question. How much is the new machine? I'm going to answer for Ryan. Please contact him privately.
There you go. Yeah. Prices and materials are always changing, so.
I
have no problem.
Is this Luis again? Because see, Luis, your name doesn't show up. It just says Facebook user, and I don't know who it is. So if that's who you are, chime in and let me know who you are, or just go ahead and chime in and hit me up with a messenger, and we'll get you some chems out. As long as it's not the same chem as you got from me last time. Got to be different. That's the only rules.
There you go. All right. I put in my email address and our website also, so that's a good way to contact me. But no, yeah, that's one thing too. The chem lineup. One thing that's unique, that's going to be different. So I know there's the big debate in the industry of do you use surfactants? Do you not? And I think there's certainly merits to it. But I can say one inhibitor in them that's going to help prolong the life. Did you lose me? Am I back?
No, I didn't lose
you. Okay. They all of our chems have surfactants have a corrosion inhibitor in them. So as you're running the bleach and everything to the pump, it's just going to even prolong the life of the pump and make sure that the bleach doesn't attack the stainless steel and everything in the pump. And so I can say for certain, whether they're using our machine or somebody else's machine, our chems I think are the best in the market.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get them out there and let people try them, right? That's the whole thing. Let's see here. We got here's a question for you.
Yeah, I see two. I see. Can you run acids through it? I wouldn't. Personally, I would not run any acid. I wouldn't even have acids on the vehicle if it was up to me. I don't think you should ever carry around any acids with.
Let's tell them why you shouldn't have the acids. Let's just say that right now.
Yeah,
because chlorine and acids create mustard gas, and then you got a chemical bomb, basically, right?
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, the seals and everything that you have to use for acid are different, and acid actually can attack these ceramic heads inside the pump. So several reasons not to use acids, but if you absolutely wanted to, you could actually hook up a downstream or an X-Jet or something into the machine and do it that way, just after the pump and run it that way. And
there's a great question. Go ahead and take that question.
Yeah, as far as testing goes, so we actually were working on design and build of this machine for about 2 years before we even released it, started selling it. And part of that, we have a whole testing facility up in Prescott, Arizona. And so we took the machine there. We stuck it in one of our testing booths, and we ran 12.5% sodium hypochlorite through it, just cycled through it for 500 something hours. Every week had our engineers take it apart, look at it. Pump was holding up great. The steel inside it was holding up great. And so after that, we took it, we did a lot of field testing, had several companies test it for us. We put out tons of hours out in the field on it as well, and it runs, it works great still. So the pump holds up.
But you didn't design it to fail. You designed it to
exactly. Yeah. Hopefully nobody designs anything to fail.
And this isn't a pump that has not been around. It's just that it's just not really was used in our industry, right? I mean, it's a pump.
Right.
And then of course your engineers did some modifications to make it even better. But this pump's not like some new technology, which kind of really tells you how our industry's kind of failed. You know, I mean, like we've been like behind the 8 ball as far as like trying to keep up with technology, because this thing was around and
I mean, initially when it was first put out, I'd say it was pretty cost prohibitive. It's a pretty expensive pump.
And that's one of the reasons, because the cost of the pump obviously came down like anything, right? You know, I mean, you don't remember like when a VCR was first came out, they wanted
I used to have a VCR.
They wanted $1,500 for one. Now you can get one for $25. You know what I mean? Right. If you can find one, I don't even know if you can find a VCR right now. They're like, it's like antique store or something, maybe, I don't know. but you know, everybody understands technology when it first comes available, man. It's like 500 times the price, and then eventually the prices come down. And this pump's still kind of pricey though. I don't want to quote how much it is, but it's still kind of pricey. I know there's a lot of guys out there thinking, I'll just get the pump and I'll hook it up to a motor, man. It's still going to cost you quite a bit of money. And maybe, you know, obviously this is an all-in-one ready-to-go machine, man. You drop it in the back of your truck. New guys, boom, and you're in the business and you're looking professional right out of the gate. And that's the very cool thing about this, man. And look, I mean, you can look as sharp as this truck right here. This is the Roof Tech truck that where is that truck at now? Is it still stuck in Houston?
It's Houston. I'm actually going on Monday to pick it up and drive it to Nashville. So nice. You may see me on the road somewhere between there.
You're going to be going to Nashville. I'm riding on up to Nashville. There you go.
So 5 gallons a minute, adjustable between 100 and 2,500 PSI for the machine also.
Awesome. You answered that question. How you doing, Veronica? Good to see you here, man. And then there's the question that you answered. So now Could this pump, if it was a bigger power plant, handle more pressure and GPM? I mean, just yes or no?
No, this pump, no. There's some other ones I'm looking at that may be able to. That will down the road something to.
Good question. So there might be a super duper, but realize this, guys. For when you're shooting chemicals, a lot of guys out there want to do, and I know these numbers. Okay, so the number difference between shooting chlorine at 8 and 10 gallons a minute versus 5 to 6 gallons a minute, you're talking an exponential larger cost. It's like between the average cost of $8,000 a year between $23,000 to $24,000 a year. Now, guys are going to go, well, time is money. You know what? Sometimes it doesn't make you necessarily clean faster because you have more GPM. Cleaning units do rely on many, many variables. And if you were just cleaning, that would be a different story. Like the pressure washer, obviously more GPM, more pressure, you're going to clean. But we're talking about soft washing here. And all too often, man, guys in this industry overuse chemicals, overuse it. I mean, and I learned that back at when were we at your in front of your chemist?
I don't even remember. That was sometime last year.
Months back.
Forever ago.
And, right before your eyes, you can see with science that more wasn't necessarily better because of the way the oxygen molecule in chlorine works, right? I mean, isn't that what it boils down to?
Yeah.
Got a long question here. Did you read that one yet?
So I saw the one about the heat option. I think the one from Todd's not necessarily a question, just more of a statement. So I appreciate that, Todd. But
he's talking.
As far as heat goes, adding heat to the machine, there's not really a plan to do that. Primarily because normally for residential, for pressure washing, you don't really need it. It can be an added boost. It can help you speed up, but you can work around it with the chemistry.
Any chemicals can take care of any small problems that you would need heat for in a residential setting. If you're talking about a big parking garage with rubber everywhere and grease,
exactly.
Obviously we're not using the Roof Tech machine to go in there. We're gonna take a hot water machine, but the 24-inch oil stains in a driveway at a consumer residential house, we're talking the proper treatment of a chemical, cold water unit, you got plenty of power. Is it more efficient? No, but you can achieve the same goals. It's just going to take you a little bit more to do.
And on top of that, since you're running the bleach through this pump as well, you don't want to use heat with the bleach. As you heat the bleach, it's going to degrade faster, and anything over like 130, 140 degrees is not going to be. It's going to degrade too fast to use anyway. So you really don't.
I can argue that one. I think it's like 92 degrees.
But yeah, once you get hot,
92 degrees, it stops working. I get a lot of guys, and this is let's talk about that for a minute. There's new guys watching because there's guys that, I clean in the cold weather. Gerald Vest is one of them. Like, Gerald Vest down in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
He's basically the roof cleaning king slinger. That's another roof cleaning machine. Unlike this one, it's an air diaphragm system, but he goes out in the cold weather and tells guys he can do that. Well, his chlorine is all in a shop that's heated at 78 degrees. So when he leaves that day and travels a short distance to a consumer's house, the chemicals are at working order. They're not down to 30 degrees or 35 degrees or the outside temperature. And they're going to be working effectively still, even on that cold substrate. And a lot of guys don't realize that. That's why when they hear guys, they're working in 32 degrees, and it's working. And why is mine not doing that? Well, because your bleach is sitting outside, at below freezing temperatures at night, and you're driving 30 minutes to a thing with 40-degree bleach or even 30-some degree bleach. And I don't even know what bleach freezes at. It's probably way lower than water. But the bottom line is that that's affecting the chemical. And a lot of guys, like when you talk about hydroxides and things, they go, oh, it works better with heat. Absolutely it does. Those type of chemicals, the hotter the water is, the warmer the water is, the better off those chemicals work. But bleach, chlorine's got a sweet spot, and you want to keep it within those perimeters. Once you start going below even cooler or up even hotter, it becomes less effective on the scale. And what is that sweet spot? I don't know. I hear people arguing this one. Chemists are arguing this one.
Yeah, in my experience, I'd say 70 to 80 degrees is probably ideal. And then you kind of
I agree. I think I agree with you. I think I agree with that.
And then, yeah, obviously you have kind of the bell curve. So as you go out, it gets less effective. But
and I think this is Luis. I don't know because I didn't read that he said it was him, but I think that's him.
Skid weight, dry 640 pounds, fully weighed down about 1,800 pounds. So 3/4 ton truck if you're going to throw in a truck.
We got about 12 to 15 minutes, Ryan.
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to tell everybody here, man, Ryan Cash, guys, follow him. Go to his Facebook page, go to their YouTube channel, and follow them. I think we'll put those in the link here. And what's that other link you wanted to put in, Ryan? You want to share it on your page?
Yeah.
After the video stops, you can share it. There's a share link on there. But guys, follow him because he's been doing these nearly daily tips. It's not every day, but they're almost every day. He's doing daily tips, guys. And these tips are great tips. Especially, I don't care if you're a new guy or a veteran. A lot of veterans don't know this information, and it's really good information. He's been in the cleaning business for a long time. Let's not even go into your credentials. He's got credentials, guys. He's not a greenhorn. This is not something that he's new at. Obviously, when you get on a personal level and you pick up the phone, which he's willing to help you, right?
Yeah.
They want to pick up the phone and call him up. Obviously, he's selling the Roof Tech machine, but he's also a great guy. If you guys want to just pick him up the phone, even if you probably bought another machine, he's willing to help you with some technical information because maybe he'll get your business on the next one.
Yeah, I'll tell you why you bought the wrong machine. How about that?
That's good stuff, man.
That's one of my favorite things to do, and that's what I feel pretty blessed with my job. Is a big part of my job is just educating people, and I can't tell you how much I hate the sales guy. Right, you go to a car dealership, or whatever, and you get the guy who's overly ambitious and just noisy to no end. And so that is absolutely not me. My background is being a cleaner, and my background is being a contractor, and so me knowing that, all I care about is, hey, let's bring up the industry. I think our machine is awesome. I think it's the best one on the market, and I'll tell you why. But in the same way, I'll help you all if you've got questions about, hey, how do I choose the right nozzle for my surface cleaner? Or how do I know how many gallons a minute machine I need? Or how do I clean concrete? Whatever it be, I'm happy to help with that. And whether you're in the industry for 20 years or you're brand new to it, I think there's always something for us to learn. And I certainly don't claim to know everything. But yeah, I ask questions just like everybody else. And what I try to do is compile information. And I see all these debates that go on endlessly online between people on Facebook and all that. And instead of kind of participating in those debates, what I like to do is come at it with facts. Is, hey, for example, let's talk about Trex or composite decking. Hey, can you pressure wash? Can you soft wash it? Well, instead of giving you my opinion and argument all day, let's go to the manufacturer's website and let's look at it and see what they say. And so that's the kind of stuff I try and bring to the table, is not just, hey, here's my opinion, here's what worked for me, but also, hey, here's why my opinion is what it is, and here's why this manufacturer says that. Or, hey, can you clean a concrete roof with a pressure washer? Well, yeah, you can if you are below the minimum or maximum PSI that a manufacturer recommends, which is about 1,300 PSI. But it's interesting. There's lots of room for debate, but I think there's even more need for good, solid education in our industry for guys to just build up the industry.
Yep, absolutely, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. You got to keep it coming. I am so happy that this machine is making a little bit of headway, because it's absolutely ridiculous that we have this all-in-one machine. Nobody has to buy a soft wash system. Nobody has to go buy a pressure washer or both. They can just buy this Roof Tech machine. They've got both technologies working the same way, as efficient, and they're at the right gallons per minute. The 6 gallons per minute is the right choice. And if I knew all the scientific lingo on how the chlorine and oxygen molecules work, I do know that there's some videos out there demonstrating that, like, when you take some cloth that's not chlorine safe, it's not color fast, and you dip it in and you dump it into a bucket and you bring it out, it takes several seconds in order for the bleach to activate, because it's too much chlorine and the oxygen can't work on the item. It would work the same way on the mold if you flood. If you flood, it's going to take a little longer for it to work on the mold. It's not going to work better. But then they take a spray bottle on the cloth and go, and instantly before boom, it works. And I think some guys don't really understand. I didn't understand it, why that is, So flooding is not the way to clean a roof. Flooding is not the way to clean any substrate when you're using chlorine. So,
yeah. I always say if it's wet, it's working. So you don't need to flood it. You don't need to soak it. Just get it wet. Let it do its thing. And then of course, with the proper surfactants and everything, they're going to help with that as well. In addition to that, I will say, speaking of surfactants and chemistry and all that, one thing that I just want to plug as well is we're actually going to have all of our chemistry available online really soon. We're working with our distributor on kind of finalizing a few things and getting it to their distribution centers. But pretty soon you'll be able to go to their website, type in Roof Tech, find our soaps and our different chemistry, and order it and have it shipped straight to your house. So that's probably just a week or two out. So look forward to that. We'll make a big announcement. We'll put up some posts and stuff like that once it's available. But for anyone trying to sample some of our chemistry, we'll have that available real soon.
Super.
Yeah.
Super duper. Oh, I always get phone calls. Getting the phone calls. Hey, we're about 22 minutes, man. Really no other questions, man. Guys, make sure you check it out, man, at Roof Tech, guys, and check it out. I put the web address in there at the beginning. We'll drop it in there before. We'll throw some of those other things in there. Anybody, guys, that asked a question, message me, man, and I will send you a gallon of your choice. Either some Roof Tech stuff if you want to try it out, or any other cleaning chemical that you want, man, from Agent Clean to any chemical. We'll go from Agent Clean. What would be a Z chemical? We can basically A to Z, man.
I don't know, whatever maybe.
Extron, whatever.
Yeah.
Roof cleaning soap. We can go from A to Z. We can get you any chemical you want. I got about 800 gallons, guys. But hey, really quickly, and don't miss, man, tomorrow, Hot Water Skid, Pat Clark's giving away from Sales Boost. Go there and check it out. Follow Pat Clark's channel. He's doing an amazing job. NationalCleaningExpo.com. Check out the schedule. The events keep growing. There's free events on there. There's paid events. I don't even want to go over the events. There's too many of them to even go over. Ryan, you want to make a quick mention. The next big show you're going to be at is the huge convention on August what?
Oh gosh, I don't even have to look at my calendar. It's in August. I got so many things going on. So huge convention will be there. I think we're going to try and be at the PWNA CETA show also. And then we've got, Panhandle event again next year, the Marco's event later this year. There's lots of stuff that we're hoping to get to. And on top of that, we're opening up a couple more stores with our distributor as well. I know one mainly in Raleigh, one in Baltimore. So I'll be doing some CAD days and things like that with those stores. So we'll be around. The truck is going to be all over the country. So you'll probably see me driving down the highway somewhere. But we'll be all over the place.
Awesome. I'm interested in the Roof Tech solution, man. All you got to do is just message me on Messenger. Send me a message there, and we'll get that done. So, hey guys, if you asked a question, I'm willing to give you a prize, a gallon of chemical. If you didn't ask a question, don't go doing it. And it has to be while this video was live. I want to say that too. I am not going to be checking these questions. Ryan might be checking.
Yeah, I'll follow up. I'll give you some answers.
But I'm not giving the 1,000 people that ask a question after we're done. I just want to specify that. Only while we were live. If you asked a question, you guys are more than welcome. Message me and we'll get you a gallon of chemical of your choice, guys.
Awesome.
I'm pretty much doing that on all my live videos. So if you want to watch another live video, I'm also going to be on with Drake Van Hall, and he is giving away a form that's a daily report of your profit, and it's an awesome thing because every contractor should know that, right, Ryan? I mean, everybody should know what their numbers are on a daily basis. Otherwise, you can't fix anything. Yeah, hey, man. I appreciate you coming out tonight, man, or today rather, and we'll be back and have another video here down the road, man. It's great. It's always great to have Roof Tech in the house, guys, and appreciate you, Ryan. Ron Musk.